Welcome back, guys, to Friends Who Hate Each Other. My name is Z.
And I'm Kay.
Welcome back to Lost Judgement.
Last time we left off, we had
a lot of revelations going on with the reveal that most likely everything that happened with the whole groping incident was actually planned. Like, even the victims knew the truth. And turns out both Mamiya and the teacher, I forgot the name, went to the same school as...
keep your commentary.
I'm trying to piece it all together in my mind. Where there was also another incident of a bully victim who tried to commit suicide.
And it was about 13
And that
years
person's
ago?
mother happened to be running like the Ministry of Health.
Yes.
Such a thing.
But it was 13 years ago.
Yes.
What a waste.
Just so much to try to figure out.
Yep. And while we were doing that, while you were trying to think of that, I was beating up a lot of people.
I probably didn't word it correctly, so if you want to really know everything, just watch the previous video. They put it in words a lot better than I did.
They most certainly did. Let's go.
Okay, wow.
Wait. Okay, is it rest? Yep, rest. I'm at almost at 1 million yen. This is how I sleep on my bed.
You don't sleep on a bed.
I sleep on the couch. Oh, hello.
Wait a minute. What?
Yo, you took your sweet time. But I got the gist of it. You're going to Ijincho, right? To meet with Sawa-sensei?
Kaito-san, you do realize that only I can meet her. You can't get into the school.
I know, but if you end up taking it off campus, can you at least call me this time?
Kaito-san.
Don't you
Please.
understand the situation? Sawa-sensei might be tied to murder.
You sure you understand it? Come on, she would never do that.
That a fact?
So happens I'm a great judge of character. Especially when it
Oh
comes to
God,
women.
Kaito.
Oh, sometimes I forget who I'm talking to.
Kaito, I feel bad for you. At the same time, I just wonder if you said that to any chick, you come out alive. Would he? Head to Ijincho. I'm on it. Sawa-sensei, what do we all do? Oh, the pleasure. Guys, that was in the first, like, when we were doing
Anyway.
campus mission, and, like, freaking... Oh, wait.
By the way,
I just don't want to fight these guys. Oh, God.
and there's a boss on the team. Well, Stronghold. You know, he's not like a boss.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, you saw the combo I did on this.
Guys?
Man, Kaito has a way with women, doesn't he? That'll get him beat up one day. Right?
How would having a way with women end up him getting beaten up? Those seem kind of different.
I mean, the way he interacts with women, say about women, will get him beat up one day.
Most likely. Oh, pop my shoulder there.
Well, first stop, it's gotta be Chinatown. Can't face Tsukumo on an empty stomach.
Never a dull day for you, huh, Kaito-san?
It's a selection, man. I've already worked out the math. I figure if I hit 4 or 5 places a day.
What? What's up?
Check that out. It's Akutsu.
Kamurocho thugs are looking pretty out of place here.
Yo! Akutsu! What are you fools doing in town? Hey, don't ignore me. It's Kaito. Fancy seeing you here.
I'm kind of busy here, man.
Catch you later. What an asshole. Ijincho's a long way from home. And he's traveling with a small army.
Would he have come all this way because of us?
Nah, we just caught him totally off guard. He's not out here for us. Gotta be something else.
But something's not right if they're just cruising around. It's gotta be an RK operation. He brought too many guys for it to be something more personal.
Yeah. Kamurocho streets can be tough. Maybe they gave up. Well, whatever they came out here to do, we ought to keep our noses the hell out of their business. But you better hustle. You're gonna be late for class. I'll catch you after school.
Oh, Kaito with the school jokes. I should head to Serio High School. I need to find out if Mamiya really has a connection to Sawa-sensei.
Alright.
Can I take a bus? Not the bus, it's a taxi.
I wonder when you're gonna finally start doing the side quests again.
We will.
Because you just don't seem to like doing them.
I do. Oh, wait.
Sending a message. Guess something for the MRC.
Okay, where is...
If you want to start that again, but
We
I'm
will.
guessing you don't want to.
No, we will. I just really need to finish up this piece, and then we'll start doing some side missions in our next episode. If I remember, it was 3F, right?
Third floor, you mean?
Nope. God, it's 2F. What the? Hello. Be on your way, student. Wait, can I pick that up?
Yep.
Impure lead. Why is that? I'm just...
That way.
Ooh. Dirty iron.
Here we go again.
Oh, what is it, Yagami-san?
Sensei, do you have a minute?
I saw the video of Mikoshiba-kun.
So you did. That video, right?
I thought Ehara-san was convicted for a sex offense. How could he be in that video killing Mikoshiba-kun? But then that video looked so real.
Most likely it is. As you unfortunately had to witness, Ehara-san committed murder with his own 2 hands. Which means as far as the groping that day goes, there's some deception at work.
Deception?
Are you familiar with Ehara-san's victim in the case? Her name is Yui Mamiya.
I don't think I recognized her, no.
13 years ago, she attended Kurakawa Academy. Her maiden name is Yui Suzuki.
Yui Suzuki? Just a minute. Are you saying she was the one Ehara-san groped?
So you do know her then? Were you 2 classmates?
We were, in our 3rd year of high school.
I had a hunch. You didn't know she was the victim of that whole incident?
I mean, it's just so hard to believe.
Does this all seem like a wild coincidence to you then? Your old student's father gropes one of your high school classmates at a station with 3 million daily travelers.
What are you implying?
I'm saying your old friend Yui might be cooperating with Ehara-san, as in she only played the part of a victim. She might have even known it was all to hide a murder.
What? But why? Why would she do that for him?
She really doesn't seem to know any connection between Ihara and Mamiya. If this is all an act, she's
an amazing actress. Yeah.
From where I'm sitting, Sensei, you're connected to Ahara and Yui Mamiya. I just need your help figuring out what that connection is.
Yagami-san, please. Are you implying I was some kind of liaison between them?
Well, Sensei, what was your relationship with Yui Mamiya? Were you close? Or would you say classmates covers it?
The two of us were never really that close. To be honest, I didn't really like the group of kids she hung out with. I guess you could say we didn't have the same interests.
When was the last time you saw her? Did you have a high school reunion by any chance?
They held a reunion around the time I graduated from college, but I didn't feel like going. That same class bullied a kid into jumping off the roof.
So if that's the case, you haven't seen any of your classmates since you all graduated from Kurokawa?
That's right.
Okay then. The thing is, Ahara-san and Mamiya are connected. It is kinda loose, but it's there. They have one thing in common.
What?
In both of their pasts, someone they knew was bullied to the point of attempting or committing suicide. Ahara-san lost his son, Toshiro-kun, and as for Yui Mamiya, it's her classmate, Mitsuru Kusamoto. That could be a factor, especially for Mamiya. It's possible that Ahara-san would be a sympathetic figure to her. Maybe enough to help construct an alibi for his revenge. It's possible she only played the part of a groping victim. What do you think? Does it have any merit, or is my theory full of holes?
Even if you're on the right track... Sawa-sensei? We're just waiting on you to start the staff meeting. Oh, sorry, I'll be right there.
What happened 13 years ago at Kurokawa? That might be the last piece of the puzzle. What about Yui Mamiya? How'd she react when Mitsuru Kusamoto tried to kill himself by jumping off that roof?
I'm sorry, I'm already late for my meeting.
I'm trying to ask you about a murder here. To Ahara, every unanswered question is a victory for that man. He's only a step away from walking for it. And I know Mamiya had other conspirators. It took more than one person to murder Mikoshiba. They're still at large, even as we speak. I'll be honest. I came here today with the suspicion that you might be more involved in this murder than you're letting on.
A suspicion?
Nothing you've said has made me feel any better about it.
And what should I do about that, huh?
I just want you to tell me, how are Ahara-san and Mamiya connected beyond what I've already figured out? I think you have the key to that answer, even if you don't know that you're the one holding it. It's like a lock, and until I figure out how to get through it, I'm gonna keep picking at it.
I told you, I'm late for a meeting.
I'll be here when you get back. Have a good meeting.
Suit yourself.
The music in his...
That got dramatic. Whew.
Yes, it did.
It's nothing going great, but at least I've learned was classmates with Mamiya.
Yes, that's true. I'll take the win here. I can get them. Tharasan will want to hear that later, too. I feel like, yeah. The way he made those answers, it makes it sound like he's like, you know...
What, his analogy?
No, he's forcing her to spit something out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, he's trying to find that last piece that he needs to figure everything out.
It's like an itch in the back of your brain you have to unlock, don't you?
Or a last piece of the puzzle to piece everything together. I'd say would be a better analogy.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell Sari-san about Sawa-sensei Mamiya.
Hey, Sari-san? It's Yagami.
Hey, did you manage to talk to Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, turns out she really was in Mamiya's class. And they were both aware of the suicide incident with their classmate.
Good to know. While we're on the topic, Hoshino-kun got his hands on some new info.
Let's hear it.
The bully at Kurokawa High was named Shinya Kawai. He transferred out right after Mitsuru-kun jumped, as if he were running away. Once he came of age, it looks like he worked here in Kamurocho.
Wow. You really can find a lot online.
Yes, and to top it off, Kawai earned a reputation for talking about how he drove a classmate to suicide. Like
Wow.
Maybe he thought he'd get a laugh in Kamurocho.
Probably would.
Kawai was more or less a Yakuza, though he never swore into it. I just sent you his picture. It was taken 5 years ago.
What?
Oh!
This guy.
You recognize him?
What?
Not too long ago, some RK punks came asking his whereabouts. Said he was a girls' bar manager who went missing.
I have so many questions
It
now.
looks like he did work at a girl's
This...
bar, but we don't know which one.
Okay, so the guy's definitely
And he's already
suspicious.
dead. For what?
What business would RK have with him?
For a few years now.
Do you know if they ever found him?
No. But their leader, Soma, said something about Kawai having already been killed. Like he just vanished from Kamurocho a few years ago, and that was it.
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about
Yeah.
it. Here you have Kawai and Mikoshiba, two known school bullies. And they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawai.
Could be.
Okay, we'll investigate Kawai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Wow, that's a shocker.
More
So
pieces,
the first
more
murder
mysteries.
bully victim, bullier.
How was it,
I'm
Saori-san?
trying to use the right word.
What did Yagami-san have to say?
He said he recently ran into some RK members looking for Shinya Kawai.
Did he?
He also said RK later told him Kawai had been killed.
This is getting scarier with every new lead.
Now that you mention it, I have seen people getting stopped and asked about someone all over town. But if those were RK on the hunt for Kawai, could it have something to do with our case as well?
Putting aside the connection between...
Well, that would be me, actually. Putting aside the connections between Mikoshiba and Kawai, why is RK suddenly so involved?
I'm honestly not sure how RK could be involved in all this. I'm going out for a bit, Hoshino-kun. Do me a favor and keep digging up what you can on
This is making me
Kawai.
nervous.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you have to get out in the field. It can't just be Yagami-san all the time.
Oh, wait, what? What?
Yeah!
You don't mean you're going straight to RK for some answers?
What else would I be doing? I need to know why they were looking for Kawai.
Then I'm coming with. I can't just let you do that alone.
Don't worry, it's still light out, and I plan on staying in the open. Besides, if I'm alone, they'll be more eager to talk.
That may be, but still, I'll just call you about every 10 minutes then. For your safety.
I find that rather unnecessary.
You sure?
Okay. This is
This
fun.
is-
This
This
is...
is a twist.
Yeah, I can't fight in... wait, don't you know...
I don't think she knows any martial arts.
No,
so
she
this will
doesn't.
be.
First, I need to find some like Yakuza that they're hard to identify appearance alone. Yeah, that's true.
In times like these, it's good to know
The owner of Tinder.
He's well connected.
I feel very uncomfortable.
I feel very vulnerable.
How is she
Like,
gonna fight? Does she know?
She's not. She's not. She's obviously she doesn't know any martial arts. I think this is bartender, the first place Yagami-san worked at when he arrived in the city. The owner, Joe Masuda, always has his ear to the ground. I'm sure I could ask him where I might meet some RK members. I remember this bar.
This bar is so classic.
Oh, is that Sari-chan I see? To what do I owe this pleasure?
Nice to see you too.
Oh, hi. Say, aren't you one of Talk's lawyer friends? Does that mean he's on his way too?
It's just me today.
Fine by me. That means you and I get some girl talk time.
Oh, that stings, Mari. And here I thought I had a place in your heart.
Well, no one knows a lady's heart like a bartender. I guess you can stay.
The two of them sure can keep up with each other, but if I'm
Oh, sorry, my
okay,
bad.
Let's see.
All these bottles got you feeling lost? Care for a few pours from Tox? It'll be
What?
a secret. Besides, a man with his tab can't do
What?
anything.
You're too kind.
from a few of his favorite bottles, I'm guessing, is what she's at. What he
So
was
I'm
saying.
actually here to ask you, how can I set up a meeting with RK?
Darn. So this wasn't a pleasure call? Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying the drink.
True. And looking fancy doing it.
Oh, please, you two are going to embarrass me.
My apologies. I suppose being surrounded by such beauties has a timeless appeal, even at my age.
I'll second that. Masuda here is looking at least a year younger.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course. If you got any younger, you'd be much too handsome. What's a girl to say?
And I'll second that.
Okay. Oh no, this isn't good. I'm getting so relaxed. I might forget about work.
Anyhow, if you're after an RK rendezvous, the good news is those guys are everywhere. But it's not like a civilian can just stroll up and ask, "Hey, are you RK?" and expect to get an answer.
You got that right. And Saori-chan needs to ask them something that's kind of sensitive. Oh, that's certainly going to make things challenging.
Just a bit, yeah.
So I say, why not let the boys do the chasing? Wouldn't be hard for an enchantress like you. But honey, we need to do something about your look. Some nice clothes and a little makeup, and you'd be unstoppable.
Finally, my turn to second something.
I suppose I would need to look approachable.
Talk told me once that if you ever felt like it, Saori-chan, you could put every hostess in Kamurocho to shame. I've got to admit, I'm curious.
Well, a good hawk hides her talons.
You're saying I should dress like a hostess for this?
Well, I'm sure there are other ways. But if you want a foolproof plan to snag an RK, you've got one.
Oh, if you want, I can get you some looks, and you can choose what you like.
I get the message. And I suppose I'll take you up on that.
This will be
Okay,
interesting.
then leave the rest to me.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh,
What?
hello.
So,
And we're back.
okay, guys, we have finished up the thing. It took us a little bit. Actually, it took us about 20 minutes, so we're done.
Not really. More up 10 at most.
All right, then.
But yeah.
Exit, yes.
Well, would you look at that? Doc was right on the money. I couldn't have imagined.
You sure about that, Mari-san? I hardly feel comfortable wearing this in front of you.
What are you saying?
The ring might
You're
not have been
so
a bit
pretty.
much.
I wouldn't say so.
Really? You're dynamite.
For those people who haven't seen
There
about
is one thing that's missing.
What's that?
Pride. That's the final touch you need. Pride in your own beauty.
Well, I'm not sure I have that.
Then how about your pride as a lawyer? You have that, don't you?
As a lawyer?
All right, we got it.
there it is.
Yes. There it is. Go ahead and take a look. Now that's the face of the girl who gets the man she wants.
It's been a while since I've felt this way. I have you to thank for that.
These bad boys won't know what hit them. Now, let's go dangle the bait.
I wonder what talk is.
You mean us, right?
You bet. Two nightlife girls like us alone on the street literally brings
That
the
dog
RK
is so
boys
annoying.
running.
Wait, I am very
Especially
sorry about
along
that. That dog
Senryo
does whatever it
Avenue.
wants.
Why don't we take a walk?
Are you sure? I don't want to drag you into this.
Are you kidding? And miss the chance to see this makeover in action? But really, I want you to succeed. I promise I won't be a bother.
Time to walk down Senryo Avenue. If any RK approach us, we'll reel them in. Then I can ask them about Shinya Kawai and see what they found out so far. That dog.
Alright then, let's go for a walk and see what happens.
You go any faster?
I'm pushing the A button, it's not working.
Dang it. Well, you are wearing heels, so it makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to take forever.
What is he even barking at, though? That's my question.
It'll bark at anything, man.
Oh, here we go.
Excuse me, ladies. You, get lost on the way to the beauty pageant?
We're already out for a drink. Maybe heading to work somewhere in town.
Oh, we're just two girls bar hopping by our lonesome. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, in that case, why don't you roll with us? I know a great place. You could drink all you want.
Wow, you guys loaded or something? We can throw them back, you know. You sure?
Hell yeah! There's a place my buddy runs. He'll be thrilled to see some ladies like you.
Well, it's the guy that we beat the crap out of. I can see the Band-Aid. If they're RK, then we might be good to take them up on their offer. But how can I know for sure? Do not just ask outright.
I think she is more of this.
What? We can't go with what she would go with. We need to be.
That's not right. The top one I don't want to go with. I do not want to go with this one either. It doesn't even answer some of our questions at all.
But the other two are too direct.
I think this one's the most direct out of them.
You sure know who RK is?
That's the most direct.
You're okay, right? No, that's way too direct.
This one too.
It's not really. It's slightly wrong. I would say I would go with the bottom, in my opinion.
You wouldn't happen to know any of them, would you? You seem like you'd be popular enough.
RK? Of course we know him. Why? You ladies about that thug life?
Well, I've heard RK boys know how to show a lady a good time. Things like they party like there's no tomorrow and spare no expense on fun.
But Saori-chan, why limit yourself to RK? I think these boys are plenty attractive.
I'm starting to think we were meant for each other.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Not supposed to be blurting it out, but yeah.
Booyah!
They're RK. And pretty high up, too.
Shoot. RK wouldn't be what it is now without us. Never thought it'd get this big either.
It's like this went well. I knew they had to be with RK. Now all I have to do is ask them about Shinya Kawai. Why were they looking for it?
RK has Kamurocho pretty much wrapped around its finger now, huh?
Just about. The time of the Yakuza laying down the law is over. All that respect and chivalry shit. Dead, like all the old legends. Now the underground world is a jungle, and winning the fight's all that matters.
Wow, must be hard. But I think that's hot.
That reminds me. Weren't you RK guys looking for someone recently? A man who disappeared a few years ago?
Oh yeah, him. We were looking for this dude who ran a girls' bar.
See? I knew you guys would know what that's about.
Oh well, 5 years ago he suddenly disappeared. But that's not even news in Kamurocho.
That's so crazy, though. What happened to him? You ever end up finding the guy?
Nah, didn't work out. No surprise, he was just a punk anyway. Name was Kawai. Way I heard it, some of his old friends rolled up on him one night. My guess is, it was trouble from another town catching up to him. Anyway, they argue for a bit, and it ends with the guy getting shoved into a van.
Oh.
And that's the last time anyone saw the dude.
Whoa. What do you think happened?
Sounds
I'm
familiar.
thinking they bumped him off. If he was still breathing, he'd be back by now. I heard he never even picked up his final paycheck. My guess, he's fish food now. Or they buried him on some remote-ass mountain.
You have any idea who would have done that to him?
Don't know. They say it was 10 or so people. Young, both men and women. Doesn't sound like a gang thing. But who knows, right? It was 5 years ago.
A group of civilians shoved Kawhi into a van, and they were old acquaintances. Could they have been classmates of Kirikawa Academy? No. I'm just rushing to conclusions.
But if you heard all that, there must have been witnesses, right? So you're saying
You're
someone
pushing
actually
it a little.
saw him get shoved in a van?
Yep. Some chick working at his bar saw it all go down. At least that's what we heard from a guy who heard it from that chick.
Where is this bar anyway?
You mean some random dive bar half a decade ago? Who the hell knows? 100 places have sprung up and gone under since.
But then, why would anyone be looking for Shinya Kawai now? Did someone ask RK to find him?
Okay, you're pushing a
Think that's
little
right?
hard here.
Hell if I know. The question for the top of the food chain. But hold on a sec. Can I ask you something?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Just a minute ago, you mentioned a Shinya Kawai. How'd you know his full name when we never told you?
Oh no.
Shit.
You're only talking to us because you wanted dirt on Kawhi. So who the hell are you?
What do you think you're doing?
Let go of her!
Who sent you?
Okay. I
don't feel like
a
lying.
name. No, would that lawyer work?
This won't work. They already figured this
No,
out.
you're not.
I feel like
owe you a
giving them.
name. That's just gonna piss them off. But would the lawyer thing work? I don't know.
All right, here we go. Lawyer time. Let's see if it
It's
works.
gonna hurt. This is gonna be risky.
I'm Saori Shirosaki, attorney at law. Unhand me this instant.
Ooh, you're gonna sue? You think I give a crap about what your job is?
I'm saying things will go very badly for you if you keep this up.
Big talk for a chick dressed to the nines to get info. Huh? Sorry, Chan?
Yeah. You even try to fuck with us, lady!
Sorry, Chun!
Huh? What the?
Oh! Ow.
Beat it, punk.
Hey!
My friend!
Higashi-san!
Asshole!
Nice.
Ow, like a light.
I swear, these jerks are popping up like roaches. No thanks needed. Just be careful on your own, especially when you're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Higashi-san.
I just said you don't... Wait, how'd you know my name?
It's me, Shirosaki, from Genda Law Office. It's been a while.
Holy shit!
I didn't realize. Shirosaki Sensei. I didn't recognize you. You look incredible.
Okay, I completely lost what I was going to say just a moment ago.
I laughed. It was funny.
You're the one who is incredible. This is all my fault. I was the one who put Mari-san in danger. You really saved us.
Young, strong, handsome. That's 3 out of 3 for me.
Those guys were RK. Town's practically
I was
overrun
going to
with
say,
them these days.
no, wait till we're done. I think all options would not have helped. I think that was just, every single one of them was going to end up in the same situation.
That's true.
Taru Higashi-san, former
Matsugani.
family member of the Tojo clan. He's like a brother to Kaito-san, and he knows Yagami-san too. He runs his arcade full time now, but apparently he still keeps up with Yakuza fashion trends.
If you'd like, I can escort you somewhere safe. I got nothing but time on my hands.
Oh, you don't say. Perfect. Who says we can't still salvage some fun out of tonight?
Oh, before we do that, let me call Yagami-san.
Shinya Kawai was a bully 13 years ago. He vanished Kamurocho when he was abducted by a group in a van. Seems like they were all people he knew. It's possible they were all classmates of Kurokawa Academy. Yeah.
Yagami's still a jackass, I see. When Shirosaki-sensei calls, you pick up in 2 rings.
It is strange that he's not picking up. I'll try again.
Oh, this isn't a good sign.
Oh boy. I wonder what was happening when this was happening.
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawai and Mikoshiba, 2 known school bullies, and they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawai.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Alright, thanks.
Now I guess I'll wait for Saoi Sensei. Still a lot of time before the faculty meeting ends. And, it's a message from Amasawa. Yagami-san, one of my underclassmen wants to talk to you. Could you come to the club room again after class if it's not too much trouble? No problem. I want to talk about her underclassmen. I got time, so I might as well go see what that's all about. Oh yeah, there might be some new jobs over at Tsukuma's office too. Still a bit before the faculty meeting ends. I should kill some time elsewhere. And with that funniness out of the way, we're gonna take a quick break. My name is Kay.
And I'm Z.
And we'll see you next time on Whatever.